Crypto dreams.
What's up, crypto heads? John Fro here from Crypto Dreams. This is the place to be to learn about NFTs, AI, GameFi, and Web3. Thank you so much for joining me. In this episode, I am going to be talking about the MON Tokenomics. This document was just released. I'm going to be breaking it all down in this episode. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps support my channel and it is much appreciated. As always, I have timestamps below, so feel free to use those if you want to jump around and look at specific topics. We have all been waiting for the tokenomics to get released. It is now live. So let's go ahead and begin here. So introduction to the MON and initial supply. We can see right here the percentage of tokens that will be distributed. So ecosystem development, there is going to be 38.5% allocated to the ecosystem. The public sale is going to be 7.5%. That sale is upcoming on the 17th. Airdrop, that is coming on the 24th when Mainnet goes live. Public sale 7.5%. Airdrop is 3.3. Important things to note about these three right here is these are the percentages that are going to be unlocked. Okay, everything else is going to be locked. Investors, 19.7. That is locked. Team, 27%. Locked. Category Labs Treasury, locked. So basically, half of the MON tokens will be locked. We're going to look at the duration of that lock here in just a moment. But half of it is going to be unlocked when Mainnet goes live on the 24th. All right, so this is the estimated token release schedule. Tokens will be unlocked quarterly. We can see how this has been planned out. I have no doubt that Monad thought this out carefully and precisely. So right here, we have 49.5%. That is coming when Mainnet launches. Q1 of 2026, 0.5 is going to be unlocked. Another 0.5 will be unlocked in Q2, and then another 0.5 in Q3. But once Q4 hits, there's going to be a pretty large percentage unlocked. So basically 1 year from Mainnet. But a large supply is going to be locked, and then that's periodically going to increase each quarter all the way until 2029. So the MON token has a 4-year unlocking period. It starts off very slow for the first year, basically only going up a couple percent. Then after the first year, it will go up about 20% and then periodically increase for the next 3 years. So unlocked tokens at the launch of Monad public mainnet, approximately 10.8 billion MON tokens are expected to be unlocked in public circulation owing to distribution via public sale and the MON airdrop. These tokens are freely deployable for activity on the Monad protocol. Approximately 38.5 billion are expected to be allocated to the ecosystem development. These tokens are unlocked and stewarded by the Monad Foundation. In total, approximately 49.4 billion MON tokens are unlocked on day one of Monad public mainnet. So 49.4 billion MON tokens, those are going to be live on day one of the public mainnet. Then we have the locked tokens here. Tokens for all investors and team members, along with the Category Labs Treasury, are locked on day one of Monad public mainnet and are subject to defined unlock investing schedules to ensure a long-term alignment with the success of the project. All tokens in these categories are locked for a minimum of 1 year. Initial token distribution as part of the launch of Monad public mainnet in November 2025, with further unlock schedules varying among group members as described herein. At the start of Monad public mainnet, 50.6 billion tokens, 50.6% will be locked. Important thing to note here, locked tokens cannot be staked. The intent of this is twofold: to ensure that the staking rewards initially contribute to the public circulation of MON, and to avoid an initial concentration of rewards among those individuals, team members, and investors involved directly with the project. So this is big right here. This is big. A lot of projects out there allow team members and investors to stake their tokens and earn while their tokens are locked. This will not be the case with Monad. Team members and investors will not be able to do this. Therefore, all of the tokens that are staked, those rewards will be going to the public, not team members and early investors. All locked tokens in the initial token supply are anticipated to be fully unlocked by the 4th anniversary of the Monad public mainnet launch in Q4 2029. Allocation group details: public sale up to 7.5 billion MON tokens of the initial token supply will be made available to the public for purchase in the public sale via the Coinbase token sale platform at a price of 0.025 per token. This token sale offers the general public an opportunity to purchase MON tokens immediately before the launch of Monad public mainnet, promptly following completion of the MON token sale. Coincident with the launch of Monad public mainnet, MON tokens will be distributed to purchasers. If the public sale is undersubscribed, any unsold tokens will be reallocated to the ecosystem development. I can guarantee that this will not be undersubscribed. If you are wanting to get yourself MON tokens, you better jump on this. It's not going to be easy to get yourself tokens. So be on top of this. Be on top of this, everybody. Airdrop, approximately 3.3 billion MON tokens. 3.3 of the initial total supply were claimed in the MON airdrop by members of the Monad community, as well as members of the wider crypto community at large. So I have discussed a lot of this already on my channel. If you're curious about all that, you can check out some of my other episodes. I'll put the link above if you want to look a little deeper into that. Ecosystem development, roughly 38.5 billion MON tokens are allocated to the ecosystem development. This portion of the total supply consists of unlocked tokens that are available for ecosystem growth opportunities and initiatives now and in the future. I'm not going to read over all of this, but the gist of it is that 38.5 billion MON tokens, those are going to be allocated to the ecosystem. Important thing to note here is the Monad Foundation will steward these resources for many years to come, issuing grants or incentives where strategic and delegating according to a foundation's validator delegation program. So these will be carefully distributed to projects building within Monad. While a minority, less than 2% of the token supply of the MON set aside for ecosystem development is already committed to various projects and infrastructure providers, the Monad Foundation expects the majority balance to be spent over many years post-public mainnet launch. So if you're a developer and you want to get involved, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you here on Monad. I would come build. Monad is the future. It's the future. So approximately 27 billion MON tokens have been allocated to team members of the Mainnet Foundation and category labs, including employees, founders, and contractors. Team token allocations are subject to both lockup and vesting conditions. Individual vesting schedules are typically 3 to 4 years and are tied to the date of initial involvement in the project. All team members are locked for the first year. So everything is going to be locked for the first year. Know that, everyone. Kind of went over how everything was going to get unlocked already. I'm not going to continue on that. Investors, approximately 19.7 billion MON tokens have been allocated to investors in the Mainnet project during Category Labs, formerly known as Mainnet Labs, previous fundraising rounds. All investor tokens are subject to a 4-year lockup schedule starting from the launch of public mainnet, with a year cliff and equal monthly unlocks thereafter. Category Labs, formerly known as Mainnet Labs, is the team of systems engineers and researchers building and designing decentralized technology behind the Mainnet protocol. Roughly 3.95 billion MON tokens have been allocated to Category Labs to be used for full employee compensation. Again, another 4-year lockup for these tokens. Token supply changes. Total supply is subject to inflation via block rewards and deflation via burning of base transaction fees. Inflation. New MON tokens are minted at each block to reward validators and stakers for securing the network. Each successful block generates an inflationary block reward of 25 MON, which is split between stakers of the validator that produces the block as described in the staking docs, annualizing the rate yield inflation of about 2 billion, 2% of the initial supply per year. So deflation transaction fees consist of a base component and a priority component as described in the gas pricing docs. The base component of each transaction fee is burned. But that's about it, everybody. That's the tokenomics. If you got questions, feel free to drop me one in the comments. I will answer anything you may be curious about. Drop me a comment below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate all of you watching and listening. I will be bringing you much more Mainnet content in the future. Until next time, I wish you health and wealth. I'm out of here.